Class 10, History and Civics, Chapter Rise of Dictatorship, Fascism and Nazism. When the United States of America entered the First World War, it raised the slogan, "Make the world safe for democracy." After the war, monarchical governments were abolished and republics were founded in many European countries. Democracy, however, progressed only for a short period. The years following the war saw autocratic governments rising in many leading countries of the world. In different countries, these new autocratic governments took on different forms, but they were all called dictatorships. They were governments under the rule of one man or a small group of men, and the masses had little say in the administration. Great importance was attached to national interests rather than to individual interests. Everybody lived for the state. The motto of the dictators was, "Everything for the state, everything within the state, and nothing outside the state." Rise of fascism in Italy. Economic problems in Italy led the nationalists to organize the Fascist Party under the leadership of Benito Mussolini. He soon set up a dictatorship in the name and form of fascism. Fascism means autocracy or dictatorship where the whole power of the state is vested in one person only, and it is obligatory for all countrymen to carry out his orders. Nobody can dare or has the right to criticize or oppose the policy. Fascism favored equal control on the capitalists and the poor. It supported imperialistic and aggressive policy. Fascism rose in Italy due to discontentment after the Treaty of Sevres, the economic crisis caused by war, and a weak government which could not keep the situation under control. The nationalists in India wanted to save their country from these problems, so they got together to form the groups called fascios. These fascios were brought together to be led by the Mussolini, who called it the Fascist Party, but Mussolini became a dictator. Under fascism, law and order was established, economic conditions of the people improved, and an impressive public works program was designed to reduce unemployment. Schools, colleges, and libraries were opened to spread education on the principles of fascism. Military training was made compulsory and military force was increased. The main aim of Mussolini's foreign policy was to increase the prestige and glory of Italy in international sphere after the Treaty of Versailles had not fulfilled its wishes. After Italy's relations turned sour with France and Germany, it entered into a treaty with Germany called Rome-Berlin Axis. Later on, Japan joined to make it Rome-Berlin-Tokyo Axis. This was one of the causes of the Second World War. Fascism met its end in Italy after Mussolini's death in 1945. The Allies conquered Rome and Italy sued for peace in 1945. Rise of Nazism or fascism in Germany. Germany faced the humiliating terms of the Treaty of Versailles and paid a huge war indemnity and ceded her territories. Economic crisis was prevalent after heavy losses in the war. Hitler did not want communism to spread for fear of becoming Russia's slave. So he encouraged people against the communists. People joined Hitler's Nazi party. Germans had lost faith in democracy. Hitler's influential and charming personality, great organizing powers, and effective speeches made him a popular leader. The Nazis proclaimed that the state is above all. No parliamentary institutions were needed. Education, press, radio should be controlled, crush all opposition and root out communism and liberalism. The Nazis considered Germans and Germany to be superior to all other nations. They wanted to turn out all Jews from Germany as they were a great cause of Germany's economic hardships. The Nazis denounced the Treaty of Versailles, believed in expanding the German Empire and increasing the German military. It also stressed on mobilizing private and state efforts for agriculture and industrial development. Adolf Hitler, as a supporter of German nationalism, wanted a united Germany. He found the Treaty of Versailles as demeaning. Hitler dissolved the Reichstag, and after some events, Hitler became supreme in Germany by becoming the president and prime minister after Hindenburg's death. By 1934, Hitler had become the dictator of Germany. Hitler's rise sent alarms to other countries. Soon by 1937, Europe was divided into two hostile groups. One group was the Rome, Berlin, Tokyo axis. Here ends this chapter.